Hey friends! Did you know there's a country in Europe where ancient tribes still whisper through the mountain winds? Where men drive six-figure cars past crumbling ruins? And where one word, besa, means someone would give their life to protect a stranger? That country is Albania, a land where the shadows of communism clash with dreams by the seaside, and where stunning, fashion-forward women think like warriors. If you've ever looked at a map and wondered about that jagged corner of Europe, where the Adriatic kisses rugged mountains and languages shift every 100 miles, you've already felt the pull of these. It's a region layered with ancient empires, modern borders, and untamed beauty. Albania isn't polished. It's raw, real, and radically different from what you've seen on travel reels. It borders Greece, Montenegro, Kosovo, and North Macedonia, yet it doesn't blend in. Roman bones lie beneath Ottoman rooftops, and in between, Albanians have carved out something stubbornly their own. It's cheaper than Croatia, less touristy than Greece, but that's exactly why you'll love it. Descendants of the Illyrians. Interestingly, the origins of the Albanian people do not trace back to Italians or Ottoman Turks. Instead, they are primarily descendants of the Illyrians. Ever heard of the Illyrians? These ancient tribes were here long before the Romans paved their roads or the Ottomans raised their minarets. They were mountain people, independent, fierce, and proud. And that spirit? It's still in the bones of Albania today. You feel it in the way locals defend their identity, in how they welcome you but on their terms. Albanians don't chase approval, they expect respect. Their language? It's not Slavic, Latin, or Greek. It's its own branch of the Indo-European family. That linguistic isolation mirrors a deeper truth. Albania stands apart, not by accident, but by design. Curious travelers are often met with open arms, but with watchful eyes too. In 1443, the national leader of Albania, Skanderbeg rebelled against the Ottomans and adopted the double-headed eagle. In Albania, that flag with the black double-headed eagle isn't just fabric, it's a memory, a rebellion stitched into red. When Skanderbeg led the charge against the Ottomans nearly 600 years ago. Today, Skanderbeg is everywhere. His statue watches over the heart of Tirana. His name graces schools, boulevards, football stadiums. To Albanians, he's not a dusty historical figure, he's a national father, a defiant echo of freedom. But here's the catch. Many feel the Albania he dreamed of never fully arrived. Corruption still lingers. Leaders today feel small in his shadow. Today, Albania has a population that is 82.7% ethnically Albanian. Albania is one of the most homogeneous countries in Europe. But don't mistake that for isolation. In the backstreets of Tirana or the markets of Gjirokastër, you'll still hear Greek, Romani, Macedonian, even Italian floating in the air. The youth? Many speak English, thanks to social media, and a growing push toward the West. But in the villages, it's still all Albanian, spoken with pride and lightning speed. And then there's basa, a word that doesn't translate easily. It means trust, a sacred vow. If an Albanian gives you besa, they'd protect you with their life. It's an old-world honor in a fast-changing place. Due to tall structures, the view from the pyramid does not provide a coherent panoramic scene. Once a symbol of communist pride, the Pyramid of Tirana now stands as a strange monument. Part relic, part hangout, part Instagram backdrop. You climb it expecting a grand view, but glass towers and mismatched architecture clutter the skyline. Tirana's beauty? It's complicated. Brutalist blocks meet sleek new builds. It's raw, uneven, evolving. But in the chaos, there's charm. And on these streets, you'll notice something else. Albanian women. Effortlessly elegant, often with striking contrasts. Fair skin, dark eyes, sharp brows. They move with a confidence that's magnetic, but grounded in culture and pride. They're more than beauty. Many speak multiple languages, hold degrees, run businesses. And they're not naive. They know when they're being admired and when they're being exoticized. Are you interested in Albanian women? If so, comment to number 5 and we'll reveal how you can date them. The country lacks natural gas and central heating. Hotels rely on air conditioning and electric water heaters. Life in Albania doesn't come with the comforts most Americans are used to. In winter, you might warm just one room. In spring, you could get sunburned and soaked in the same afternoon. Long sleeves in May? Totally normal. There's no thermostat to set and forget. Comfort here takes effort and patience. Yet somehow it works. People linger outside cafes in chilly air, sipping tiny espressos like time doesn't matter. Unlike US suburbs where life speeds from car to couch to convenience, Albania forces you to slow down, to wait, to adapt. There is no metro or tram system. Many people use bicycles or electric scooters. Tirana moves in beautiful disorder. No subway hum, no sleek tram lines. Just streets packed with cars, scooters, buses, and pedestrians who don't wait for green lights. Traffic is real, so is improvisation. Locals zip past on e-scooters. Buses cost pocket change but run on their own rhythm. Taxis? You'll want to use Speed Taxi or even WhatsApp to avoid haggling. And don't be shocked if a family of 4 passes you on one scooter, with groceries, no helmets. Renting a car? Cheap, yes, but not for the faint-hearted. Lanes are more suggestion than rule. Still, there's a strange flow to it, a rhythm you grow to understand. Albanian men often prioritize buying cars over owning homes. You'll see them everywhere in Tirana, BMWs, Audis, even shiny Range Rovers gliding past cracked sidewalks and aging apartments. But look closer and it makes sense. In a country where owning property feels out of reach and opportunities can feel scarce, the car becomes more than transport. It's identity. A signal of status, power, confidence. Sometimes it's even about impressing a date or just proving you've made it, even if only for a moment. The truth? Many are rented. Some are bought on credit. And yes, some drivers live with their parents while driving 6-figure vehicles. You might be wondering what the cost of living is like here when cars are so expensive. The answer might surprise you. But first, take 5 seconds to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of our latest and most exciting content. The minimum monthly income is around 400 euros. Let that sink in. That's what many Albanians earn. And yet, in Tirana, rent for a decent one-bedroom hovers around 300. Buying? You're looking at nearly 1,000 euros per square meter. That's 100,000 euros for a modest 100 square meter flat. Now imagine earning local wages. For expats with Western income, Tirana might feel affordable, but even then the math adds up fast. Want more breathing room for your budget? Head to smaller towns like Shkodër or Berat. There, rent can be half, the pace slower, the view arguably better. And if you're dreaming of a long-term stay, start looking into residency rules, local taxes, and neighborhood quirks because buying blind is still buying risk. Do you dream of visiting or settling down here? If yes, please comment number 1 or share your views with us in the comment section below. Over 1.2 million citizens migrated to Europe. That's nearly half the population. But they haven't vanished, they've just gone global. Sons in London wire money home every month. Daughters in Milan help fund new kitchens, school books, and sometimes entire weddings. Albania runs on 2 economies, one local, one invisible. The second is powered by sacrifice, people who left but never really left. Their euros pay rent back in Tirana, keep lights on in villages, and give hope to families that stayed behind. Walk through any quiet rural town and you'll feel it, that mix of absence and resilience. Beautiful and bittersweet. Marrying an Albanian could be one of the best moves to obtain residency. But here marriage isn't casual. It's a celebration of family, identity, and status. Expect weddings with over 300 guests, thundering music, endless meat, and cash raining down during the dance. And Albanian women? Think elegance with an edge. Fiercely loyal, family-centered, and effortlessly stylish. Mediterranean warmth meets Balkan backbone. They're direct, intuitive, and rarely naive, especially when it comes to foreigners looking for shortcuts. Yes, marriage can lead to residency, but don't mistake paperwork for connection. Locals can sense when love's been staged. Skanderbeg Square, Grandeur, or Ghost Town. Even during the busy tourist months, the square can feel a bit lifeless. Skanderbeg Square is Tirana's crown jewel, wide, clean, and surrounded by stately museums and ministries. There's history under every stone, and a giant statue of Skanderbeg himself standing watch. It looks majestic but feels strangely empty. Locals don't really hang here. They prefer the cozy cafes tucked into side streets or the energy of Bloku's nightlife. The square? It's more symbolic than social. Could it be more? Absolutely. Imagine night markets, food stalls, live music under the stars. If you ask people on the street a question, they respond sincerely. There's no script here, no forced smiles or customer service voices. Albanians greet strangers with something deeper, real attention. Whether you're lost, hungry, or just curious, someone will stop, listen, and help. Hospitality isn't a performance, it's a principle. Guests are sacred, and if you're invited into someone's home, bring an appetite. You'll be fed like family. Plates will keep coming. Declining seconds? Risk offending your host's pride. This isn't just politeness, it's bisa in action. That deep cultural promise of honor, generosity, and care. And you'll feel it in the way they offer coffee, correct your pronunciation, or walk you 3 blocks just to point the way. Many go to Germany after university. They grow up on Balkan soil, but their futures point north. For many young Albanians, especially the educated ones, Germany isn't just a destination, it's the dream. Better pay, better prospects, and a system that feels like it works. Here, a monthly salary under 1,000 euros is the norm. Jobs are scarce. Career paths narrow. So the best and brightest often leave engineers, doctors, creatives, taking their ambition with them. It's called brain drain. And it's real. Yet it's not a rejection of Albania. It's a cry for something more. A future that matches their potential. You'll see it in cafes and campus halls, hope mixed with quiet frustration. They love their country, but they can't always build a life here. Albania produces textiles and construction materials, imports electronics and cars. The Albanian economy isn't flashy, it's functional. Small, steady, and still shaking off decades of isolation. You won't find tech hubs or Silicon Valley-style startups here, but you will find local factories, family-run farms, and a surprising abundance of organic food. Fresh produce? It's everywhere. Tomatoes that actually taste like tomatoes. Fruit stands on nearly every corner selling seasonal harvest for pocket change. Most of it is local, most of it is cheap, most of it is delicious. Agriculture still feeds much of the country. Meanwhile, high-end goods from iPhones to luxury cars are imported, often at prices that don't match local salaries. The result? A dual reality. Simple things are easy. Fancy things, expensive. Albania's Ace Saranda is particularly appealing. It's not hype, it's real. Albania's southern coast, especially Saranda and Ksamil, feels like a secret Greece that forgot to charge double. Picture turquoise water, pebble beaches, and seafood straight off the boat for half what you'd pay across the Ionian. You won't find mega resorts here, instead boutique hotels, local tavernas, and stretches of beach where the only sound is the sea. More than a few Americans have taken notice, buying retirement homes or summer getaways while prices remain within reach. The views? Postcard-worthy. The vibe? Laid back, with just enough electricity at night. Want peace and space? Go in May or September. The weather's perfect, the crowds are gone, and the coast feels like yours alone. Decades of communist rule under a single leader. Albania didn't just endure communism, it perfected isolation. Under Enver Hoxha, it became a hermit state, cut off even from other communist countries. No Coca-Cola, no blue jeans, no outside voices. Just control, surveillance, and silence. Though that era ended in the early 90s, its shadow still lingers. You'll feel it at the immigration office, long waits, paper trails, a shrug when you ask if someone speaks English. The system works eventually, but it's not fast and it's rarely smooth. There's a quiet residue of mistrust in the air. Older generations remember when asking questions meant risking too much. But don't mistake that for hostility. Albanians are warm. It's just that their institutions are still catching up. Inflation and daily costs. A meal for 3 friends costs around 50 euros. For a country once hailed as a budget backpacker's dream, Albania's prices have crept up, especially in the capital and tourist zones. At trendy restaurants, you'll pay EU prices without the EU wages to match. Groceries? Still affordable if you stick to local markets. But restaurant meals, imported goods, and anything with a brand name? Prepare for sticker shock. Inflation has quietly crept in, and for locals earning under 1,000 euros a month, it hurts. Your workaround? Eat like an Albanian. Skip the English menus. Find the mom-and-pop places. Ask locals where they go. When you do, you'll pay less and probably eat better. You'll see mosques. You'll see churches. But you won't see much preaching. Here, religion is more heritage than habit. Quiet, personal, and often flexible. During the communist era, faith wasn't just discouraged, it was banned. Mosques were shut down, churches repurposed. Generations grew up without organized religion, and even today that legacy remains. Many Albanians drink alcohol, eat pork, and smoke without guilt, regardless of whether they identify as Muslim or Christian. It's not about rules, it's about roots. And perhaps the most beautiful part? A Muslim at a Christian wedding isn't just common, it's expected. People here cross religious lines without drama, without dogma. It's faith without fences. We've explored 19 amazing facts about this incredible country. If you enjoyed the video about Albania, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Your support is the driving force that helps us continuously improve and bring you even more engaging content. Thank you, and see you in our next travel documentary. We are so glad you are with us today. Please leave a comment, like the video to support us, and subscribe for more videos. See you soon.